welcome everyone to our Ordinary Council meeting for February. We have myself, Bill Hudson as President, Councillor Robert Trapp as Deputy, Councillor Jen Graffin, Councillor Ash Jones, Councillor Chris Meekins and Councillor Jason Sewell. We have an apology from Councillor Metcalfe. On the staff we have our CEO Nisha Barthakar, Carly Rose is an apology, and Forbes Manager Infrastructure and Kiara Skinner is taking the compliance officer is taking the job of Carl while she's absent, and Megan Sherritt, our Acting Manager of Corporate Services, is also an apology. There's no approved leave of absence. We have one disclosure of interest for item 12.1, the CBH. I missed that, have I? Sorry. That's to come, is it? Where's that? Oh, yeah, that's to come. Yeah, so one disclosure of interest is Councillor Sewell, who is next to CBH, so has a proximity interest to the development at CBH. We have an application of leave, Councillor Metcalfe for March. Can he go longer, please, Anisha? Well, I think he wanted March, April, May. Can he do that?
We'll discuss it later.
Okay, that's okay. I should have brought that up earlier.
We can up to, I think, April.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm not sure how much.
We'll do that. We can continue that in the next meeting. I'll contact him. So also recommendation 5, that by simple majority assurance section 2.25 of the Local Government Act, Councillor Adam Metcalfe be granted leave of absence for March 2026. Would someone like to move that, please? Councillor Trepp has moved it. Councillor Graffin has seconded it. All those in favour? You have 6-0. All in favour. There's no petitions or presentations. Confirmation of the minutes of the previous meeting, which was held on the 27th of January. So officer recommendation 7, simple majority to section 5.22 and 3.18 of the Local Government Act. The minutes of the Ordinary Council meeting on the 27th of January 26 as presented attachment 7.18 be confirmed as a true and correct record of proceedings. Could I have a mover, please? Councillor Sewell, seconded Councillor Graffin. All those in favour? Carried 6-0. No committee meetings. ARIC meeting. We'll do that next one. The ARIC meeting. That might need to come up next month because it's only last week.
Yeah.
And the LEMAC meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that next month. There's no recommendation. It's just one quick announcement that CEO, the Deputy and I attended a joint rock meeting with the other two rocks side by side. No, it's mine. And the idea was to go into Perth and have joint meetings, and we'd meet government ministers and departments. Other than Lockie Hunter, so that he was there, he chaired the meeting. But it was really, and our deputy spoke on behalf of Europe on the energy. And what else was the other one? Economic development, and there was someone that spoke on housing and some employment. It was very good because you could put your case to the heads of the departments. The only sort of disappointing thing, we had it in Perth to try and attract more politicians to see what we're not out in the bush, and you get none. But I think that it's worth that Rock's persevering with that. But it was a pretty fruitful morning in Perth.
So you did, however, send their parliamentary secretary.
Which is better than nothing, but it's not like having the person there.
The planning department's chair was there, so the MLAs, a couple of MLAs, planning department's chair and planning team, they were in good attendance, and the disappointment is there was not all the ministers that were invited.
So we actually did get to have a conversation with those chairs, and some of them were quite interested in what they'll actually say to you one-on-one. So that was a day well spent, and I thank the CEO and the Deputy for for attending that along with me. So financial activity statement 11.1. Is there any further questions? We have gone through the financial activity statement. It is tracking along well. So offers a recommendation 11.1 that council by simple majority pursuant to Regulation 34 of the Local Government Financial Management Regulations receives the draft statutory financial activity statement report for the period of January 2026 as presented attachment 11.1a. Someone like to move that, please? Councillor Jones and second Councillor Sewell. All those in favour? That's carried 6-0. List of accounts paid. We go to the January list of accounts paid and credit card statements. Any further questions on that? We've gone through that quite thoroughly. No further questions. That offers a recommendation 11.2 that council by simple majority pursuant to section 6.8 the Local Government Act and Regulation 12.13 the Local Government Financial Management Regulations receives a report from the CEO on the exercise of delegated authority in relation to the creditor payment from the Shire of Dowerin Uni Fund as presented in attachment 11.2a and below. Someone like to move that, please? Councillor Jones, second Councillor Graffin. All those in favour? That's carried 6-0. Thank you, councillors. We have done the mid-year budget review, item 11.3. Is there any further questions to the CEO on the mid-year budget review? If not, we'll go to the Office of Recommendation. Office of Recommendation 11.3, the Council by absolute majority pursuant to Regulation 33 of the Local Government Financial Management Regs 96, Council 1 adopts the 2025-26 budget review as presented in attachment 11.3a. And 2, within 14 days of the council considering the review, that a copy of the 25-26 budget review be submitted to the Department of Local Government, Industry and Regulation and Safety. Someone like to move that, please? Councillor Graffin and seconded Councillor Trett. All those in favour? That's carried 6-0. Council policy review. So the purchasing and procurement policies. Which council has had some discussion on. So we have Office of Recommendation 11.4 that council by simple majority lay item 11.4 council policy review 311 purchasing policy on the table for consideration at a future meeting. Would someone like to, and we have to have a reason for that, and the reason was that council would like to consider some of the items in that and compare them to other councils. Can you write that in, please, Carl? Someone like to move that, please? Councillor Graffin and seconded Councillor Trett. All those in favour? That's carried 6-0. And I thank the councillors for their understanding with that. Councillor Sewell has left the room for the item 12.1, which is the development application from the CBH. Any questions on item 12.1, which is just a first part of the system to put in bulk unloading over rail at the CBH site at Dowerin. And it's quite a long motion, so Officer Recommendation 12.2 for the council to approve the development application for works to be undertaken at CBH Group facility on Lot 25, Camalling Wildcatcham Road in Dowerin, and comprising of the following old block. Would someone like to move that, please? Councillor Jones and Councillor Meekins has seconded. All those in favour? 5-0. Okay. Gareth, could you get Councillor Sewell back in here, please? So that we have no assets and works report, no urgent business, there is no active member motions, and there's no matters behind closed door. And with that, I'll close the meeting and thank everyone for their attendance today.